G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is April 1st, 2023. Weekly share trading ideas for Oracle, Novo Nordisk and FedEx, all on the New York Stock Exchange. First, let's look at Oracle. Now, Oracle is broken out of this range that was trading in between this key support and resistance area, and it's broken to the upside. So that's a positive move. You'll notice also on the CCI 1500, it did break above the moving average back here, but the moving average itself was still in a downtrend. Now, although the moving average is still in a downtrend, it's slowly leveling off. But the first sign is this bull candle breaking above this resistance area, so that's a positive. So just in terms of where we are with the moving average of the CCI versus the moving average of the price chart, the moving average 200 of the price chart is usually a bit of a lag compared to the CCI 400 moving average. So, for example, you can see here it told us to get out of long positions back here in December, the 1st of December, whereas on the price chart it did actually break below the moving average there on the 14th of January. So over a month later, it did tell you a bit late in terms of where to get in and out. Now, it does trade similarly to the CCI 1500 moving average, although this is a bit more confident in giving us early signals, potentially like I just did there. Likewise, entry signals. So you can see here it's just broken above, and that should hopefully turn above. If that keeps going if that price keeps accelerating, we should see the moving average start turning to the upside. Also did draw a Fibonacci retracement here from that high to that low. You'll notice there as well, our key support area is there on the 50% level, and likewise we're now broken above the key 61% Fibonacci retracement. So anytime it breaks above that, it's generally a potential reversal of trend. In other words, if it was going to continue on a downtrend, it would have bounced somewhere below the 61% and retraced to the downside like it did back here. It would have been more of a declining indicator to show that it's still in a downtrend. Whereas when it breaks above the 61% level, it's not always guaranteed, but it's usually a good sign of further upward momentum. In terms of dividends, let's see what it's. Oracle's paying not a huge dividend, but it's at least paying a dividend. And why is that important? Because in cases where you are caught out and we caught long, and you're caught in the market where it's going against you, like it was back here, for example, you would have received a dividend back here, for example, where it paid a dividend. You would receive some level of income in terms of a dividend as opposed to capital gains. And again, our primary goal is to make capital gains our priority. So again, once it breaks above and this turns green, then we should be in a position to start trading and taking long positions. In terms of some trading ideas, reference some of the links in my description, which show you some strategies to follow. But just very simply, I've got here these fractals in this grey area. So assuming that was the moving average, I'll go back here to get me more accurate data. So back here, for example, when the moving average on the CCI turns green, you would have gone long on the candle breaking above the fractal like it did there. And what I've got up here as well is above each of these candles is a 5% profit gain. So you would have put a target at that level, and you would have hit the target in that candle there when it reached that point there a few days later. So again, only trade when the candle breaks above outside of the fractal. Don't trade these ones which are 2 or 3 days beyond that breakout. The other entry you would have made would have been this one here. You would have gone long there. And again, the target for that would have been at that level there, and you would have been hit the target at that point on that candle a few days later. Moving forward still, that might have been a potential entry there. Again, target hit. Another potential entry there. Target hit. Avoid all these ones which are already above the grey area. And here's another one. Target hit there. And another entry there. Target hit. So again, you can use that as a potential strategy to trade. And obviously, even if the candle breaks above the fractal, avoid going long when the CCI is in a downtrend. Here's our second trading idea for FedEx. Again, this is the daily chart. So again, you see here the CCI is broken to the upside, and it's turned green, so it's a bit of an uptrend there as well. And likewise, our key resistance area up here has been broken with that bull candle. So, and that broke out from that Fibonacci retracement range from that high to that low. that was above the 78%, now approaching the 88% level. So it's well and above the 61% change of direction, which we use as an indicator. So again, I won't go through examples of entries, but you can see there you would have traded long entries along that area, and avoid going long during this downturn here. So you can start taking long entries from here on using the fractal ideas or any other trading strategy that you may want to follow. So had you entered, for example, when it turned green here on that bull candle, your first target would have been there, and you still would have been in a trade, but that's where your first target would have been, just above that candle there. In terms of trading, in terms of dividends, you can see FedEx is also paying a nice little dividend to avoid loss of income should the price go against you. Remember, we don't use stop losses, we use averaging down. So if you get caught out, hold on and average down as per some of the trading strategies shown in my videos in the links below. And our last trade of the week is Novo Nordisk. So again, you can see here it's just broken above the moving average, and the moving average itself has turned green on the CCI moving average 400. So potentially you could start entering these trades here. And again, if you had you entered long there, that would have been a target hit there if you were using the 5% gain. Again, you can use your own exit strategy, and in this case, it can still go up as well. But going back to some previous examples, okay, when the moving average here turns green, that would have been a first entry there. Hit the target at that point there. Another potential entry. Hit the target over here somewhere, and so on. The price drops off, no entries here. Another entry would have been made there. First target, hit there, etc., etc. So hopefully that's helped. Before that, also don't forget we've got the dividends for Novo Nordisk, and that's paying just a nice little yield as well. So again, also look out for dividends for blue chip shares when you're trading these. Hopefully that's helped. We'll get together with another trading ideas sometime later this week.